Welcome, Capricorn. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a reading for you during the full moon in Scorpio, at the same time that Uranus, the planet of revolution, change, is moving into 0 degrees of Gemini. Very exciting. These two energies specifically, not the only by any means configuration that is forming between planetary bodies, and in fact anything that moves along with the moon is very fast. It's only an hour worth of duration, but in general the placements of the full moon in Scorpio at about 11 degrees is still triggering off this unusual arrangement called an inconjunct or a yod. And this talks about finding creative, imaginative, thoughtful ways of solving issues that seem disparate, that seem separate or not connected at all. And we do this via our means of communication, whatever they are available to us. So we're getting started, Capricorn, with the underworld from the wild unknown archetype. And other words for the underworld are the nightmare, the ordeal, the bottom. This is no time to mince words. The underworld is fraught with nightmares, suffering, and pain. It is the darkest shadow realm, which we try vigilantly to avoid or deny at any cost. The darkness pulls us into its depths through disturbing dream images, unexpected accidents, illness, war, conflict. Not visiting the underworld or denying its existence altogether is what gives it dangerous power. Traversing it forces us to bow humbly to the greater forces that be, while summoning the inner strength we previously underestimated. Take solace that the underworld subsumes everyone from time to time, making us deeper friends, more intimate partners, soldiers of light amid our shadowy times. Facing darkness and choosing light is the most profound calling of all. So there is some consolation here. And as a Capricorn, refuted to be hardworking, your ruler's the taskmaker, the idea that you are the one that follows through, the buck stops with you, that you're responsible ultimately for whatever is created by whomever, and therefore you're responsible for tidying up, doing the things others won't do, filling in when it needs to occur because there's a gap in the production. This idea that you've gone, life has been a form of hell and back, is something that may be not unfamiliar to you. And by hell, I don't just mean scary, painful experiences, because that's a part of it too, but hell in the sense of the drudgery, the suffering, the slog, the on and on. This is a kind of hell that I don't think anyone likes to be identified with. But Capricorn, more often than not, you are. And the perseverance card, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to, is exactly that talent, that power that has been honed and sharpened and become ruthlessly fierce as a way of responding to the kinds of loss, the kind of oppression, the kind of heartbreak and betrayal that you may have experienced in your life. So this is, nothing is going to stop me, not the devil himself. And with the present card, the Three of Pentacles is describing a way that you are being highly productive in the community of others. This is an active collaboration that you're engaged in one that allows you to be an expert and to draw on similarly aligned experts in the creation of some important work. Sometimes it can be a recreating something only better, an improvement on a former product or service or resource, but done with a way that provides some access to everyone. If it's only its beauty or its excellence, the standard is exceedingly high as a part of this collective or collaborative goal. In the past, the Eight of Wands is indicating that there has been a lot of positive movement of late, because this is giving a picture of a very, very uh, a, a disciplined life, one in which you have seen the underbelly, the dark side, the bottom. You've been at the bottom more than once, and you have never been daunted by it. You've just gotten back up and done what needed to be done. But over the past, I would say the more recent past, and the recent past, depending on your age, could be years, but the things have begun to move very swiftly for you. You've begun to make some connections between the skills that you've gained in facing this dark side and facing pain, suffering, loss, that you've actually gotten skills, met people, put together ideas, knowing how to orchestrate events, ideas, presentations, projects in a way that has led you to the creation or the involvement in this collaboration. So you manifested this collaboration out of a number of desires and illuminations that you've received in aligning yourself more deeply with what it is you individually desire. In the future, the Emperor is describing this way in which you have relinquished any attempt at controlling these external forces that you have been thrashed by, apparently. And what you have done, seeing that these external forces can be far greater than any power you can have, is to learn how to control yourself, your internal resources. And you've done this, you're able to do this strategically because of your vast experience. Your vast experience with pain, with injustice, with unfairness, with betrayal. You've been there. What is that? I want to say it's a Woody Guthrie song, but I might be wrong. I've been everywhere, man. And it's a sort of jaunty little term. I think about the labor movement. I'm not sure. I'm thinking wobbly era, but if anyone knows the title and author of that song, I think it's called I've Been Everywhere, Man. Please let me know in the comments. I'd love to know, because that just came up for me. So the Emperor is one who has maybe in a leadership or controlling role now, apparently, but has been at every position on that chain of command, from the bottom to the top, has done everything, has washed the dishes, has cleaned the bathrooms, has waited the tables, has run the books, etc. So as a result of that, you've gained skills. You understand how to make something happen, how to achieve a goal, and how to do it strategically, because you've been one of the people who you are tasked with leading, inspiring, motivating. And you understand what has motivated you, and you understand that everyone deserves to have their stake in a project acknowledged, and the possibility to receive credit for the creation of something that everyone participated in, that everyone bought into. So this is really some gifted leadership here. I'm curious as to what that enterprise project or thing you're building could be, Capricorn. If this is resonating for you, please like this video, subscribe to my channel. As a Capricorn, you know I love you, and I really appreciate your support in keeping my channel going. So thank you for that. So the Eight of Wands is clarified by the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles in the past. The Three of Pentacles in the present is clarified by, wow, too many. I'll take these two. I'll take all three. And the Emperor in the future is clarified. Just two cards, please. The Four of Swords and the Five of Wands. So the past, things really started moving for you in the recent past. I'd say for many of you, this is the last 5, maybe 10 years, and as recently as the last year or two. You've really started moving things. You've really started engaging in ideas. You've met people. You're in constant conversation. You observe the discourse, you participate in it, and that has been partially engaging not only your great ability to be productive. The Queen of Pentacles, that is that ability to know where everything fits and how it fits together in order to produce the best results. She takes her cue from not only Mother Earth, but the Empress, who is Mother Earth. This is the universal natural wisdom, the cycles, the understanding of attunement with seasons, timing. And the King of Wands being that inspired leader, that desire to pursue your heart's desire, to prioritize what interests you, what moves you. And this is a beautiful quality that has taken, it seems as though, much of a lifetime to stand up for, to be counted for, to declare, I have a desire, I am this, despite the myriad jobs I may have held in a variety of positions. This is who I am. I love this. And in the present, the Three of Pentacles is clarified by, let's take the Page of Cups, opening of the heart. Despite the pain, the suffering, the loss, this is really quite miraculous that you have worked yourself to the bone, to the point of exhaustion, just to keep going, to keep bouncing back, to keep standing up. And yet, here you are opening up your heart, knowing that you are risking your vulnerability, you're exposing yourself, but what's inside is that damn good. The King of Cups, you realize that you are who you are because you love, because you're not afraid to love, because you'll always choose love, no matter how dim, dark, or bad the choice may be or has been in the past. You don't regret 1 minute, despite the way some of that has turned out, right? You don't regret this. You realize that this capacity for love is defining you, is the source of your mission, service to others. And the Magician, here you have all the tools to create exactly what you want, need, want to share with the world. This is really profoundly beautiful energy. It's interesting to me because I see you sort of toying with the idea of leadership in terms of your own life path initially, right? I'm the leader of my life. I'm the authority of my life. I know how to produce the reality I desire. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be quick, but I know how to do it. And I'm finding the resources for that. And here, the Magician means I'm creating something. This is my creation. and I may have known how to gather the resources around me in terms of collaborators, expertise, aligned principles, a network, community, in order to make that so. But I am the creator, I am the author here, and that is what a powerful position to be in. And in the future, the Emperor is clarified by the Five of Wands and the Four of Swords. You've had to work really hard to untangle your relationships. Relationships in the past have been conflictual, headbutting, criticism, competing, and yet you have come to see that your relationships and your ability to engage with a community, a group, a team is fundamental to your vision of what it is that you're creating in the world. This isn't just something for you, it's something for others. And understanding that your ability to be grateful for these tremendously challenging experiences of pain, of betrayal, of loss, have really gained you this complete faith and sense of appreciation and gratitude for the gifts that these hardships gave you, the lessons you learned, so that this becomes your foundation. Even the hardships, even the challenges, even the suffering, all produced gifts, all gave you lessons, all made you clearer, stronger, more determined as a result. So I see you moving into, it almost feels like you're mediating conflicts as they arise. Of course, any relationship with people is going to have conflicts, is going to have disagreements, ups and downs, but you're very comfortable with that. You understand that a disagreement does not disable a creative body. And I really like that. So I see you as understanding that you can help others to work together through the sense of acceptance of the reality of human interaction. It doesn't mitigate the love, the service, the benefit that you're working towards because there are disagreements. I'm going to finish this reading with a flower oracle. And let's do that again. And I pull the sunflower. Assertiveness. Rise up, stand stronger and true. Yeah, you're bossing up, Capricorn, and I love it. Thank you so much for this joyful reading, or at least it turned out that way. Until next time, namaste.